Alright, I think it's finally time that I do my setup tour at my apartment. I've been putting this video off for a while because I keep making changes, but I think everything's pretty much finalized. So I'm going to walk you through the room. So most of the room I've decorated with these 3D wall art panels. They're really cool, and they come in packs of 12, and I have a bunch right here, all over this wall back here behind me, on the wall right here. Now this is a bedroom. My apartment's a 2-bedroom apartment, so that right there is a closet. I don't really know what to do with the door or with this door. I hung nano leaves up right there, and then I put sound panels on the door. I also put a Govee light strip along here that keeps coming off, so it's adhesive to the wall, but the walls in my apartment are that weird like textured kind of wall. They're not like just untextured, I guess. I don't know what kind of wall it is, but these have little screw holes in them. So I'm just gonna screw those mounts for the rope light into the wall and just make this look a little better, a little less bendy, you know? I also have a different Govee RGB strip along the top. It goes all the way around from up there, all the way around the room. I'm really happy with the way this looks. If you can't tell, I'm going for like a purple and blue and black theme. So really happy with all the lights. I have a lamp I got off of Amazon right here with my banana. Also have a security camera right there. Blacked out the window, did a pretty shit job, but I ordered a curtain on Amazon, and I'm gonna hang the curtain up right there so it just covers this entirely, because there's a bunch of space I didn't cover on the wall, because it's the wall is like this long, right? And I don't have any panels that would fit right there. So I just I'm gonna hang up a curtain. And then I also kind of hid this right here because there's an outlet right there. So I put a mini fridge in front of that, so you can't really tell. And then I also have this Halo Reach statue that I recently picked up from the Halo Reach Collector's Edition. So that kind of hides the fact that there's no panel there. I'm eventually going to put one. I have more panels to hang up, but I just have to cut a hole, kind of like right here, so I can still access the outlet. I just haven't done that yet. And then there's not one down here in the corner, but I don't think I'm going to put one down there in the corner because like the computer's right there. You can't really tell. But the last thing I've done for decorations is I hung up these sound absorbing panels all along the ceiling, or along the wall right up against the ceiling, and then right here all behind this TV, so it just absorbs the sound, because this room, there's no carpet anywhere in my apartment. So I put a rug on the floor, and dog bed helps with sound absorption. These chairs also help, and all of those panels help as well. So, and it just sounds so much better in here now. The echo is insane. Now these chairs I recently acquired for free. A family friend was giving them away. They just didn't need them anymore. And they're quote unquote theater seating, and they recline, but I just don't have the space for that. And they kind of take up a lot of room, but like I was gonna get like a futon or something for this room, but this just like, there's cup holders, place to put all my game controllers. Toby has been sitting on that chair. And then you can watch TV from right here. And if you wanted to recline it, these chairs move around super easily, so you can move it up. But as you can tell, there's a little dent right here in this one, little fabric torn up, but these were used chairs that I got for free, so this is pretty good condition for free. I think it's pretty much everything in terms of decorations and stuff. I guess I also have this guitar right here. I've had this for a long time. I didn't buy a yearbook my senior year of high school because they were too damn expensive, and I would rather spend that money on literally anything else. So I brought my old acoustic guitar to school, and people signed all over the back of it, all around the body, all over the front of it. There was some on the headstock and on the fretboard, but those have rubbed off. And I want to mount this somewhere in my apartment because I have a mount to like hang it up, but I just don't know where. So right now it's just kind of chilling in here. And so this is the main desk setup area. So I just want to talk about everything I have going on. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. I don't know what chair this is, but I got it from Staples. It's got lumbar support and a headrest, super comfy. And it does the lean all the way back thing like PewDiePie's chair. I think this was only 60 bucks, but yeah, it's comfy. So this is the main desk setup. I have an iPad right here, which I use to monitor my streams while I'm streaming. I have a MagSafe phone charger for my iPhone. PS5 controller goes to obviously the PS5. And then Xbox controller is so I can play racing games and stuff on PC. So my setup's a little complicated. So I'm going to start out with everything connected to the streaming PC, and then I'm going to move to everything connected to the gaming PC. So streaming PC specs I will put up on screen right now. It's a really nice system. The cable management on the inside is kind of bad. I mean, my cable management's just bad, but I don't care. I'm not going to be in this apartment for that long. It's just until I graduate from college. So streaming PC specs, as I said, on screen. It's a nice build. It does exactly what I need it to do, and it's just super convenient to be able to dual PC stream. Now, plugged into the streaming PC is my Go XLR and Shure SM7B, and that's how you guys hear me on stream. And this is also my mic setup for the gaming PC as well, because it can route to both systems, which is why I got this. Got a Stream Deck, which is right there. Easy controls for stream. I also have this little mouse right here. I have two of these. I have one for my laptop. It is the G305, really nice mouse. I don't think I've ever replaced the battery in it, and I've had it for 2 years. So, good mouse. And then I have this keyboard up here, which is also connected to the streaming PC, and it's the Cooler Master MK730, I think. It's the 10 keyless model. And then the streaming PC just goes up into my TV. Let me turn the TV on real quick. So yeah, the streaming PC just goes up to the TV, and that's the same device that the consoles are plugged into. That's pretty much everything for the streaming PC. So let's move on to the gaming PC, and then I'll talk about the console setup because it's a little complicated. So streaming PC and gaming PC share the same audio interface and microphone, Shure SM7B and Go XLR. The gaming PC is right here. I will go ahead and put the specs up on screen. Very happy with the way this build's turned out. This is pretty much a dream PC for me. I love this thing. Cable management, not gonna talk about it. I also have my expensive equipment, like my monitors, my PCs, and my consoles, except for the 360, all plugged into this UPS, and it's just like a surge protector slash battery unit. So if the power ever goes out, I have time to power my systems down and save any project on classwork for college or videos I'm editing, anything like that. So that just allows me to keep my tech safe. Because I love my apartment, but this building was built a long time ago. So that's just peace of mind right there. It's expensive peace of mind, but it's peace of mind. And so gaming PC, love it. I put the specs up on screen already, but it's got a 3090 in it, 32 gigs of RAM, 18 terabytes of storage in total, an absolute monster. And that connects to these three screens. So I have two MSI Optics 165 Hertz 2560 by 1440 monitors, and the one in the middle is an LG 144 Hertz 3440 by 1440 monitor. And the reason I have two on the sides that are also 1440p, like the middle one is ultra-wide 1440p, is because I can pull up a game across all three screens, kind of like this wallpaper right now, and I can play with NVIDIA Surround and basically be fully immersed in a game. Now, I don't do it that often, but it is possible, and that's why I wanted those two displays. But my primary gaming display is this ultra-wide monitor. I've already done a review on that. I will have that linked down below if you're curious. I can't go back to a standard 16:9 panel for gaming. I need an ultra-wide. The added immersion and field of view is just, it's awesome. Ultra-wide gaming is something I cannot go back from. Highly, highly recommended. Keyboard, it was a custom build that my buddy Kyle, aka Space Knot, did for me. So the keyboard is a custom build that my buddy Kyle did for me. It's got Calbert box orange switches, I believe, and it's the custom pudding Glorious caps. It's built on the Glorious hot swappable custom keyboard, and I also have the Glorious wooden wrist rest. This thing is awesome. My mouse is my tried and true G502 Lightspeed wireless, and I have this little charger thing right here, so when I'm not using the mouse, I just plop it on the charger and it keeps it charged. Because I used to have and if you're having audio issues, listen here, if you use the G502 Lightspeed and the PowerPlay wireless. Because I used to have that mouse pad that charges your mouse while you use it. Well, it created some sort of electrical interference with the Go XLR and the SM7B. It would make just this zzz sound. Let me show you what happens every single time I lift up my mouse. That's the best way I can describe it. So I got rid of the PowerPlay mousepad, and the zzz sound stopped completely. So I picked up the SteelSeries desk pad to replace it, but because I don't have the mouse pad that charges my mouse while I use it anymore, I had to get some solution to remind me to keep this thing charged. And that's what that little dock right there is. And that doesn't create any electrical interference. I had some people ask in my last setup tour about my desk. This is an IKEA desk my family bought in maybe 2008. I don't know what it is. There's no stickers on the bottom of it anymore, but it's really solid. It's got support brackets underneath it, 3 legs, leg right there, and leg right there. Really nice desk. It does what I need it to do. That's about all I know about it. And that's pretty much it for the gaming PC and the streaming PC. Now let's move on to the console setup. And the reason I say this is complicated is because of this stuff right here. So this on the top is an HDMI matrix. It's a 4x4 HDMI matrix. And what that means, it can output to 4 different displays and it can take 4 different HDMI into it. So I have my PS5, Xbox 360, PC, and Nintendo Switch on the 4 inputs. And then I'm using 2 of the outputs, one that leads it to this TV right here, and then one that leads it, and that's what one of these long cables all the way out to the TV out here. So basically, consoles are in here, and with an HD-Base-T, I can take the signal, and it's kind of confusing. So it would be, for the PS5, if I wanted to play it in the living room, it would be PS5 to HDMI matrix out into HD-Base-T, HD-Base-T all the way from the transmitter to the receiver in the living room, and then out of the receiver in the living room, and then into the TV in the living room. So that's kind of like what the signal chain is. But I have a GoFenco 4x4 HDMI matrix. It supports 4K 60. I have an AV Access HDMI HD-Base-T, and I have the receiver and the transmitter for that. And then that thing on the bottom right here, this is just a network switch, so I can have everything plugged in via Ethernet. So kind of complicated, but it is what it is. And then one more thing I forgot to show you. Since I dual PC stream, my video goes out of my graphics card, and into a capture card in the streaming PC. But I don't always want to use the dual PC because dual PC streaming does have some problems, and you do get a little bit of a nick in your performance. And so when I'm not streaming, I basically have this thing right here, and it's a splitter. It's an HDMI splitter, and I can turn it off. So when I'm not streaming, this is off, and there's no signal from the graphics card to the capture card. But when I want to stream, I just click this button right here on that smart switch, and then it turns the switcher on. And theoretically, this should be displaying up there now. Yep. So now you can see my gaming PC screen up there on the streaming PC, capture's working, and then when I'm done streaming, I just click this button. You can see those blue lights are on. I'm gonna click this button, turns it off, and then bam, no signal on the capture card. So I kind of overly complicated my stuff, but it works for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the setup tour. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. I'll answer any questions you guys might have about all of this complicated stuff down below. It makes sense to me. I know the signal chains for everything's working. And there's one more thing I will say. My breaker for my apartment is behind here, but instead of these are adhesive panels, but instead of using the adhesive, I actually have magnets like right there and right there. So when a breaker blows or a breaker trips or whatever, which that happens, I can just take these panels off, get to the breaker, flip it back on, and then we're good. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the setup tour. So thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you have any questions about this stuff, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. And I will see you guys in the next video here on Release Radar. Peace.